look, I don't care if you're my son or some other fucking thing. Get out of my hot tub.
Hell no, are you kidding me? It is freezing out here. All right! We need to talk about.
Hello, this is Duke from Duke It Out, and welcome to another episode of We Need to Talk About. Last year, one of WWE's highlighted moments was when Bray Wyatt returned to WWE at the end of Extreme Rules. And since then, he has been slowly building up his story with the new gimmick of Uncle Howdy, that many have suspected to be Wyatt's real-life brother, Bo Dallas. And he has only had one match since his return back in October, which was at the Royal Rumble this year against LA Knight in the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. God damn it, it had to be called that. And it seemed that they were building up a WrestleMania match with him against Bobby Lashley. But this past week on Raw, they announced that Bray Wyatt was having some issues that would mean he couldn't compete at WrestleMania. And that has led to statements from the company about it to very big rumors. So what we need to talk about is, what's going on with Bray Wyatt? Before I begin, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great wrestling content. What the hell? Did we lose power again? Oh, come on. Oh, you motherfucker! This all started when Bray Wyatt had been advertised to be appearing at WWE's live event in Madison Square Garden. But he never did end up coming out and was apparently missing from MSG altogether. And around the time that they announced of Wyatt not going to WrestleMania, there were many rumors going around, but never confirmations, of Bray Wyatt walking out of WWE due to creative differences. But Fightful were pretty quick into asking WWE about it, and their response was that Bray Wyatt was dealing with some physical issues at the moment. But they also said that Wyatt vs. Lashley is still locked in for Mania. But sometimes WWE statements could be questionable. So, what do we believe? Now, when these rumors came out, I had to wonder if it made more sense due to how Wyatt's been booked over the past month or two. And this run with Uncle Howdy is probably the weakest story from the Bray Wyatt character. Not worst match, worst story. And it's been close to 6 months since Wyatt has come back, and while long-term booking is great, this might be a bit too slow. And the progression throughout his feud with LA Knight to now has seemed very jumbled. And that makes more sense when it's also being rumored that Vince has also slowly been stepping back into creative. It's not confirmed, but with stuff like Brock vs. Omos happening, it makes sense as to why we would think that. And it has seemed that Wyatt doesn't have too good of a relationship with Vince McMahon, so it would make sense that if Vince is starting to take over the stories again, we could see that would make Wyatt want to leave the company. And there really has just been a lot of negativity toward this Uncle Howdy storyline, and the momentum of Wyatt sizzled out after his return a lot quicker than we would have hoped. But since this isn't confirmed, I'm really hoping this isn't the case, because I still believe we can see more greatness from Wyatt. It's more so questionable when WWE released their statement on Wyatt because the term physical issues could be many different things. Either an injury, something discovered that he needs surgery on, or if he got COVID. An injury wouldn't make as much sense since he's only had one match since he's come back, but he could have always got hurt training. And if he got sick, then that would just be a very unfortunate circumstance. And if that's the case, I really hope Bray Wyatt makes a quick recovery. But since WWE are for now still confident in his match with Lashley, hopefully that can launch something up even further for Bray. I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt, but I do have to admit that I have been disappointed in the booking since his return. It's investing enough to keep me wondering what's going on, but the slow buildup has been dragged way too long, and I think if Bray's just out for some physical issues, they need to reveal the identity of Uncle Howdy and really kick something else into gear. But if he actually did walk out of WWE, I would honestly be afraid that we wouldn't see him in the wrestling world again. He has been mistreated more times than I could count, and the dreaded booking and some of his past storylines are some of the worst in the business. So I could see his frustrations if he's seeing any similar signs, or if Vince is actually back in creative. But I do think that the rumors of him walking out aren't true. because I honestly think it would have been more official by this point. I mean, we heard about the walkouts of CM Punk and Sasha Banks or Naomi nearly 24 hours after it happened. But I really hope that Bray Wyatt is healthy, and I want to at least see the conclusion to everything he's been building up. So that was another episode of We Need to Talk About. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and duke out your opinions below in the comments.
When they tell you you can't, you can. And when they tell you don't do it, that's when you should be amplified to do it fucking most. It's Goathy. I be moving slow and steady. Don't think twice about me not being ready. The thoughts are heavy, sinking to the abyssal depths already. But money I see, I do not envy. Paper is nice, but it's not the first target clearly. Ay, living my life with some purity, rather be fade to obscurity.